My name is Gary Miller, and I can spot a loser from a mile away.
Number 2, what is your name?
My name is Gary Miller, and I can spot a loser from a mile away.
Number 3, what is your name?
My name is Gary Miller, and I can spot a loser from a mile away.
Only one is the real Gary Miller, and has sworn to tell the truth.
I'm sort of feeling like one of those losers at the moment, but, hey, no, I just mean because it's very hard to do this, but number 3 came on real strong at the beginning when he said the first part, you know, that he was like really frowning like a cop. But I didn't believe it. And so, I don't know, I had to just sort of choose between 1 and 2. I went with 2.
Number 3, did you ever see the Waltons where someone torched the schoolhouse and they had to use like Godsey's general store for school?
No, I'm afraid I haven't.
Because John figured out who it was with no cop involved, number 3.
That's really great.
Time now to find out which one of our players is the real loser spotter. Will or real? Gary Miller, please stand up.
We fooled Kermit. I was asked to be on this TV show, the show I grew up watching. It was one of those things where I sit there and said, "What? This is going to be great." They flew me to Burbank. They paid me a really great fee, and I had to do 2 days. One day you go in with the actors, and they sort of learn how to be you. They were given the parts. They read up everything I've written and all that, and they learn how to be you. And then the second day you go on the TV show, and they actually do the TV show, which is really only like a 15-minute spot. Well, the first day I go in with these actors, it's been about 3 years since I'd written the book with Dan on Red Flags, How to Know You're Dating a Loser. I go in with these actors, and we're sitting down with them, and all of a sudden the director starts asking questions. So, what exactly did you think about when you were writing the book? Now, that I could answer, you know. But then he'd go like, on page 35, you were talking about blank, blank, and blank. And Gary Miller, number 1, answers, "Oh, yeah, that's when he was talking about this." Gary Miller, number 2, answers, "Oh, yeah, he was talking about that." And I'm going, "Geez, I don't know what that was in that book." I didn't have a clue. He did that for about a half hour, and I just didn't have a clue. I didn't know how to be me. I was really bad at being me. You know, in bookkeeping, it's simple. The last chapter you wrote about this, and it's like, really? But they had read the books recently, so I didn't know how to be me. Now, the reason I bring that up is because the whole process here of giving you techniques, giving you orientation, giving you philosophy, we're really trying to teach you how to be you. It's really important as a therapist that you know who you are, that you know what you're doing, that you have some kind of orienting aspect, or else what's going to happen, and you're young here, so you probably haven't gotten to this point, but what's going to happen is you're going to go into stagnation as a therapist. You're going to go into stagnation, meaning you go into the session and you listen, and you listen, and you listen. And the people, remember the philosophy of arguing with marital couples? You know, this concept that Freud said that we have some kind of reservoir of emotion, and then if we let it out, we vent, it's going to go out and go into the air, and we're going to feel better. It doesn't work that way. If people come in and all they do is bitch and complain constantly, what's going to happen is they're going to build up bitching and complaining. And particularly with cops, because the more they practice it, the better they'll get at it. So as a therapist, it's very important that you know who you are. Very, very important. And I think it's very important, like I say, I always go through a good part of the session listening, and then toward the end saying, now I want to teach you something. Now I want to teach you something. And then slowly it begins to be a half hour and then a half hour of teaching them something. In 1991, a cover article from Time said, "We want to live the simple life." When asked priorities, 89% said they wanted more family time. 69% said they would like to slow down. 13% said keeping up with fashions was important. 7% admitting to shopping for status. In Fortune magazine, they said 75% thought the country needed to return to a more simple way of life. 10% saw money as an indicator of success. Back then, everybody had it right. How did we end up here where those numbers are probably low even? How did we end up here when everybody had it right? 61% of Time readers said earning a living requires so much effort that there's little time to enjoy life. And I always thought about that, and I said, you know, I call it the riddle of the Amish. The Amish are the people, actually my name is Amish. The Amish are the people that, mostly in Pennsylvania and Ohio, that live a very simple life. They have no time-saving devices. They don't have computers. If you're going to order a table, you order a table, and they write your name down on a list, and when you get to your name, that's it. Of the Amish, only 5% of the people said there's not enough time to enjoy life. What is it that we're doing differently? What is it about our lifestyles that got people so overbooked and overworked and overtired? What is it about our lifestyle that creates the feelings that we have now? Remember, we're trying to teach lifestyle to police officers.